If self-help worked the way it promised, you'd be done by now. Not still working on it, not almost there, and not, I just need more discipline. You'd be finished. So if you've been watching videos, reading books, saving posts, listening to podcasts, and somehow you feel more behind than when you started, you're not broken. You're trapped in the self-help loop. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what that loop is and how to break it without forcing motivation, without hustling harder, and without treating yourself like a problem that needs to be fixed. Let me describe you a scene you might know a little too well. You have a goal. One real goal. Better habits, better money, more confidence, more peace at home, at work, less anxiety, less spiraling. So you go to YouTube and you search and you find the perfect video. It hits you. You feel understood. You get that yes moment. And then you watch another one and another one and another one. And when you finally put your phone down, you feel weird, not inspired, almost heavy, like, why can't I just do this? What's wrong with me? Why am I still like this? Here's what's happening. Most people think self-help fails because they lack discipline. No, self-help fails because your nervous system is using self-help as a safety behavior, meaning it keeps you feeling like you're doing something without having to face the discomfort of actually changing. It's like ordering gym clothes and calling it fitness. Feels productive, no sweat, no risk, and that's safety. That safety becomes a trap. Quick test. When you think about what you want right now, what is the real target? Is it money, confidence, discipline, peace, feeling worthy, feeling calm, feeling love? Now here's the key. Whatever that target is, your nervous system might be treating it like a threat. So every time you move towards it, you feel resistance. And then you solve that resistance with more content. In this video, I'm going to give you a simple way to break that loop. Not with rah-rah motivation, but with a system that works with your brain instead of against your brain. You'll see the real loop that keeps you stuck. You'll understand why self-help makes you feel worse and learn the 3-step loop breaker so you can stop consuming fixes and start building results. And yes, this will feel simple because simple is what actually works. Let's name the monster. The fix me trap is when you start believing something is wrong with me. I need to fix myself. When I finally fix myself, then I can do this. Then I can learn. And the self-help industry loves this because the more you believe you're broken, the more you'll buy and watch. Now listen carefully. Self-improvement is not the enemy. Endless self-improvement is because it becomes an identity. You're not a person building a life. You're a person working on yourself forever. Your brain loves two things, certainty and relief. When you watch a self-help video, you usually get both. You get certainty, like, ooh, that's why I do that. And you get relief, like, I'm not alone. Your brain gives you a little dopamine reward. And dopamine isn't pleasure. Dopamine is keep going. So your brain goes, nice, do that again. And suddenly you're not improving, you're consuming. Here's the part nobody says out loud. Self-help gives you awareness, but not always safety. So you become hyper-aware of your patterns, but you don't feel powerful enough to change them, which creates shame. You start noticing how you procrastinate, how you people please, how you self-sabotage, how you overspend, how you shut down, but you don't change it. So now you're not just stuck, you're stuck and aware. That's why it feels worse. Ignorance is comfortable. Awareness without plans feel like torture. Here's the loop. Memorize this, because once you see it, it loses power. Step 1, pain. You feel stressed, behind, insecure, lonely, anxious, broke, unworthy. Step 2, search. You look for the fix. Video, book, podcast, new method. Step 3, relief. You feel hopeful. You feel, okay. Step 4, no proof. But you don't build real evidence in your life. Step 5, shame. So you judge yourself. I'm still like this. And step 6, more pain. Now you feel worse, which sends you back to step 2. That's the loop. And here's the brutal truth. You can spend 10 years in that loop and still tell yourself, I'm working on myself, because it sounds noble. But it's actually avoidance dressed as growth. Let me paint with a real lifestyle example. It's Sunday night. You say, this week I'm going to get my life together. You open YouTube and watch how to be disciplined, how to stop procrastinating, how to stop self-sabotaging, how to become confident, how to heal your nervous system, how to stop overthinking. And you're nodding like a wise monk. You save the videos, you screenshot the quotes, you tell yourself, this is it. Then Monday hits, your alarm goes off, and your body goes, no, it's Monday. And you think you need more motivation. But what you actually need is a nervous system that feels safe enough to follow through. Here's the difference between people who change and people who stay stuck. People who change build proof. People who stay stuck build information. And your brain does not rewire from information. It rewires from evidence. Your brain basically says, I don't care what you watched. Show me what you did. Because identity is built from proof, not from inspiration. So if you're consuming self-help but not getting results, it's usually because you're collecting ideas instead of stacking proof. By the way, if this is the type of content you've been needing, where we don't just hype you up, we explain what's happening inside, hit that subscribe button. Because on this channel, we build real change. The kind you can feel in your body and see in your life. Feeling ready is a feeling. Feelings change. If you only act when you feel ready, your life will be run by moods. Most people don't build momentum because they're waiting to feel different before they move. But your nervous system often only feels safe after you take small action and survive it. Here are the big 3 lies your loop keeps feeding you. You need to feel ready. No, you don't. Ready is a feeling. Feelings change. If you only act when you feel ready, your life will be run by moods all the time. Most people don't build momentum because they're waiting to feel different before they move. Your nervous system often only feels safe after you take small action and survive it. Lie number 2, I need the perfect plan first. No, you need a simple plan you can repeat. Perfection is just fear with a fancy hat. The perfect plan feels safe because it delays the risk of action. And lie 3, if you fail, it means I am not disciplined. A failure usually means The plan was too big. The pressure was too high. The system was too fragile. The nervous system was overwhelmed. That's not moral weakness. That's bad design. Now let's break the loop properly. Here's the 3-step loop breaker. And no, this isn't some complicated morning routine with 17 crystals and a cold plunge. This is simple, because simple is repeatable, and repeatable is what changes you. Most people say they want discipline, but what they really want is to stop feeling ashamed, or to stop feeling behind, or to stop feeling scared of their own potential. So, step 1, name the real target, not the surface target. For example, on the surface, I want to be consistent. The real reason, I'm tired of not trusting myself. Surface, I want more money. Real reason, I want to stop living in panic. Surface, I want confidence. Real reason, I want to stop shrinking. Because when you name the real target, you stop chasing the random fixes. You focus. This part is huge. Your nervous system doesn't sabotage you because it hates you. It sabotages you because it thinks you're in danger. So when you go to do the thing, posting, selling, studying, gymming, budgeting, setting boundaries, your body may interpret that as, if I try, I could fail. If I succeed, people will expect more. If I change, I might lose love. If I'm seen, I might get judged. So your system protects you by pulling you back into safe mode. And safe mode looks like scrolling, snacking, overthinking, researching, saving videos, planning, more waiting. So the goal isn't to force yourself through threat. The goal is to make the next step feel safe enough to take. Not perfectly safe, just safe enough. This is where the magic happens. You don't break the self-help loop by learning more. You break the self-help loop by stacking tiny pieces of proof. Proof is when your brain gets to say, okay, we did something and we survived. That's what builds trust. Not hype, not motivation, trust. Examples of proof actions you can take. If your goal is discipline, one small promise daily that you can keep. If your goal is confidence, one honest sentence you normally avoid saying. If your goal is money, one uncomfortable money action you've been dodging, like checking the numbers. If your goal is self-worth, one boundary you stop negotiating. And no, it doesn't need to be dramatic. Your nervous system hates dramatic change. It loves predictable proof. Tiny proof, repeatable, becomes new identity. I want to talk to the person who's tired, not lazy. Tired because it's exhausting to feel like you're always behind yourself. To feel like there's a better version of you and you can't reach that version of you. To keep starting over, to keep resetting, to keep promising yourself it will be different and then watching yourself fall back into the same patterns. That hurts. And most people don't admit how much it hurts. They just keep consuming because consuming feels like hope. But hope without proof becomes heartbreak. So let me say this clearly. You don't need another method. You need a new relationship with yourself. Because the real issue isn't discipline, it's trust. The reason you don't follow through isn't because you are weak. It's because some part of you doesn't feel safe enough to commit and risk disappointment again. So we don't fix you, we build safety, we build proof, we build trust. That's neurocoaching. If you want to still watch self-help, good, but use it like medicine, not like food. Here are 3 rules. Rule number 1, one input, one output. if you watch something, you pick one takeaway to apply. Rule 2, stop binging fixes. Binging makes you feel productive while avoiding the actual action. And rule 3, pick proof over plans. Your brain changes from evidence, not ideas. If you do this, self-help becomes useful again, because now it feeds action, not avoidance. If this hits you in your heart, in your chest, comment the word glue. Just glue. Not because I'm obsessed with comments, maybe I am, but because you name it. You stop being controlled by it. And it helps me to create more content like this for you, something that actually works. And if you want help breaking the loop properly, not just understanding it, you have 2 options. Start with a free session. The link's in the description. We'll figure out what your nervous system is protecting you from and what proof you actually need. Or join my weekly stress and frustration release group sessions. If you want something lighter first, but still powerful, and if you're ready for the deeper reset, I've got a phase 1, the mental clarity and emotional reset, is built for exactly this, getting out of overwhelm and back into focused action. Subscribe if you want more content like this. That's simple, real, nervous system friendly, self-development. And remember, you're not failing self-help. Self-help just can't replace self-trust. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.